Right, good evening, happy Tuesday, welcome to camp. It is Friday the 13th night, we are back in Crystal Lake, and we are joined by Zelda, who is not really interested in being on camera right now. Hey Vegas, welcome in, thanks for the good luck, hope your Tuesday's going well. So tonight we've got, I've got a little list of challenges here. I'm gonna do one a night on Friday the 13th nights, and then switch to the wheel. So tonight's is, it seems more complicated than it is, but yeah, we'll get started and go over that as we go here. All right, what's our layout? George, Mark, Laura. Okay, so George could be getting attacked instantly. Not a great setup, I don't like it at all. I'm gonna assume he's gonna be hitting Mark in about 17 seconds. That's the likely odds there. Hey Gordon, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Let's just take Chrissy and try to grab a torch right away. So for this challenge, every day each counselor has to beat Jason at least once. You can only have one counselor die per day. So then basically day one, one person dies, day two, another person dies, day three, another person dies. Everyone alive that day has to beat Jason at least once. And then Paul has to actually get the finish. Paul has to be our hero that does the final blow. Okay, so Jason was not over there. Actually, he's probably headed over that way right now, because he probably started in the top right, based on how long we went with no buzzer, because I believe George was in the bottom middle. Hey Kevin, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. So we're just gonna grab that, grab the torch right away. Yep, that's Mark. So he was definitely, he started in the top right. Yeah, it's kind of like a rotation. Everyone gets a shot at Jason before they end up dying. Well, before someone ends up dying. Laura will definitely be a victim. She will go on day one. Then day two, probably George. And day three, Debbie. Or I guess Mark could too, as long as it's not Chrissy or Paul, because we're required to use Paul. So the big thing with this one is you have to spread out the damage you're doing to Jason. Like if you have everyone with a torch on day two, he's gonna be dead before someone gets a chance to hit him. So it's kind of like a version of the camp cleanup where I had to avoid doing extra damage to him as quickly. George, Paul. Alright, Debbie's over there. So let's take George over here. He's gonna take his sweet time. We're gonna get George's battle out of the way, then we'll swap to Debbie and hopefully be able to get hers on the way out of the cave loop. Yeah, we like Paul. And the reason everyone well, not everyone, but the reason most of us in the speedrun community hate Laura is because she's got the terrible throwing arm and she ruins any percent. But Paul's actually good there. We like Paul, because if Paul's in the bottom middle cabin for any percent, you've gotta run. But if Laura's there, it's made of sadness and fail. Alright, so this will be Mark and George will have their fights in for the day. Not really worried about George taking an extra hit there. I don't know if I'd ever miss him. Well, I mean, Mark is very good. He's just not as good as Chrissy. Because throwing is better than rowing. Alright, so Debbie's got her fight in. So we've got Debbie, Mark, and George. Paul's there. So we have Paul, Laura, and Chrissy left. So let's take Paul. We'll wait for Jason. If we ever get to the lake. Perfect. The crow spawns instantly at dusk, so as long as it spawns on the right, you can freely move to the left. Otherwise, if you're on the other side of the lake and you get it to spawn on your left, then you can go to the right. Hey Cobalt, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Well, it might be a while before I get to that. I don't have a ton of time to do. Like, I usually do a couple randomizers on the weekends, and then I have one night a week for NES stuff, and that's usually Friday the 13th, but I do have an EverDrive, so I can easily get Terminator. I actually probably have Terminator 2 on my EverDrive already. That's right. Well, you can't see it because of the chair, but the EverDrive is on the... You can sort of see a little wall of carts on the side there. Wait, we're in the lake. Coming back up, Z? That would be a good shirt slogan. And it's true too. I'd much rather have Chrissy's throwing arm than Mark's rowing speed. Oh, who do we have? Who's he attacking? Let's see, we just have Laura and Chrissy left. Oh, and it's Laura. So now Chrissy's gonna be the only one left that has to get in a battle before we can start we can really take him down day one. Whoops. Didn't want to leave the cabin there. Alright, Jason's got his toothbrush. We're ready to go. It's a kind of a meme in the speedrun community. In any percent, before we had the race ROM, you had a 1 in 128 chance of getting the right seed. And there were troll seeds where it looked like you had the right counselor layout, but you ended up having Laura in the bottom middle cabin instead of Paul. And Laura's got a garbage throwing arm. So even if you get that seed, you can still finish the run, but you're losing 3 to 4 seconds. And in a run that can be under 3 minutes, that's an eternity. So it just kind of became something where we got so tired of seeing Laura that everyone in the speedrun community just kind of decided collectively that we hate her. Let's see, I think that was, let's see, George, we did Mark, we did Paul. Yep, that's everyone but Chrissy. And let me check the note quick. Okay, it doesn't say anything about having to the notes I had for this that I was given for this challenge don't say anything. Oops, we didn't want to actually chase him off there. We wanted him to kill Laura. Well, he doesn't need to. Laura just needs to die. But it didn't say anything about getting all the battles in before the counselor dies. You should. It's a great... This game is so much fun. I mean, obviously I enjoy it because I play it weekly and I've logged over 1,000 hours on it. Actually, well over 1,000 between all the race percent, any percent, challenge. Heck, I probably hit well over 100 just doing the... Oh, no. Oh, here's Chrissy's fight. Come back here. Got a cat hair in my nose. Hey Lewis, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Hey Ewing, welcome in. Hope your Tuesday's going well. Oh, keyboard breaking is not good. And we used to take, like, back when they had the big black clacky or the louder keyboards in college, we used to take off keys and rearrange people's keys. What am I... Oh, I caught him as he was leaving. That makes more sense. And he was leaving the forest here before he went to the left. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. So it's like, why is he not in this cabin? Hey Kyoto, welcome in. Thanks for the jump scare. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Nice try, Jason. Got him. I probably will. I mean, I have to be careful because I do jump on machetes. I mean, on knives a lot. But thankfully, this little stretch doesn't have a knife. All right, day 1 is done. Now it's going to be a little quicker each day because there's one less counselor that we have to work with. George should be getting attacked instantly, pretty quick here. Yep. I don't know why I'm running Debbie all the way over here. There's no point to this at all. Alright, let's get George's battle in. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think it would be. I don't know how much they actually care about. Like, they don't sell new NES games anymore. So I don't know how much of that they'd really care about. Alright, perfect. So George had his battle in already today, so we can get rid of him here. Then we can take Debbie over by the lake and have her battle get taken care of right away. Come on. So, oh, there we go. Wait, why am I dodging? That's just a habit. There we go. Alright, so George has got his battle in. Can I catch him here with Chrissy? Got him. Alright, so Chrissy's battle is done. So we've got Chrissy's done. We still need Laura, Paul, and Mark. Or, sorry, Debbie, Paul, and Mark. So we're gonna have a little bit of time before Jason makes it back to the kids, so we'll take Debbie here. Hey Snake, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Alright, and since it's day, I'm not gonna bother. Debbie's gonna, well no, Debbie can't die today. We already killed our counselor for the day. So after this, we already got George and Chrissy. It's just gonna be Mark and Paul left. Hurry up, Jason. There we go. Where are ya? Too busy dodging, forgot to actually hit the button to throw that rock. There we go. Alright, so we just have to do one battle with Mark and one with Paul, and then day 2 can be finished. I believe Paul is not in a great place for this, and he is so slow. Where's Mark? Well, Mark is gonna move by the time we get over there, but let's take Paul, walk him over by the cave. I should be able to catch him here. Before he leaves the cave loop, both of these battles should be done. He'll go through the cave and he backdoors into that cabin. but we might be able to catch him here by this fourth tree. And while we wait, might as well kill get the 4 zombie kills to spawn items for Paul. Okay, come on, Jason. There we go. Alright, so now he's gonna... Oh, we'll grab that. Now he's gonna backdoor into this cabin and mark left. This is actually fine. We're gonna keep Paul there. And we're gonna bring Mark over so Mark can get his fight right here. While Paul's keeping him occupied. And then after that, we can swap back to Chrissy. Go nuts with the torch. And then we'll have to give Paul the torch for day 3. Or I guess I could kill him with a knife, but why would I want to do that? Four, 5. There we go. Alright, we now have the green light to finish day 2. Percy is way over here. I think I can cut him off. Gotta be careful about not jumping into a knife. Don't want to jump into a knife. Oh, yep, made it just in time. On this one, we have to kill one. Every counselor has to fight Jason every day. At least once, and then you have to let one counselor die. A day 2, no more than 1. And Paul has to get the final blow. So that's day 2. We're gonna start day 3 on the lake. Mark, Paul. Alright, we're gonna get Debbie's fight out of the way here for day 3. So slow. Oh, there'll be plenty more deaths for Laura. There's no short here. I can, let's see which one it picks.
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her.
There we go. Laura's death. And George has that, he's got that goofy grin. And really only getting... all he does is it takes 2 kills for him to start spawning items, and that's really nothing of value. It's very rare that that's actually gonna help. Why am I doing double dodges when I'm not worried about her dying? Just do long dodges. Alright, so Jason is going to the forest now. Come on, Debbie, you can do it. So used to having a faster counselor here. I don't know if I'll be... Yep, okay, caught up to him, no problem. Hey, come back here. There we go. So we've got our 3rd death. Now we just have to get one fight with... Oh, and he's gonna be running into Mark. So that's perfect. So let's take Paul. We're gonna grab the torch. He does give Sesame Street vibes. Alright, so we'll get Mark his battle. We're just gonna let Paul move over to the area where Jason's gonna be while Jason goes through the South Forest. We'll swap to Mark here. I could just pass the torch. Actually, let's pass the torch to Mark here too. Save us some time later. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so now Paul has the torch. Mark has done his battle for the day. Mark was just kicked down to the next cabin. So we're gonna take Chrissy over there. Chrissy will get her fight in, then it's just a matter of chasing him down with Paul. The NES Jason skin should be used everywhere. Like, I was so happy when they put it in the 2017 game. Even though I never really played, I was primarily part 8 when I still played as Jason. It was a really nice sprite to have. I ended up switching to part 3 near the end of the game. Before it went offline. I cannot do the... For some reason, him having the machete really throws me off with the long dodge. And I don't know why. Hey Chris, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. We have to do one battle. Every counselor has to beat Jason at least once per day. Then we have to kill one counselor per day. And then Paul has to get the final shot. So once Paul gets into a battle with Jason here, that'll be his battle. And we're hopefully just going to be able to follow him. And maybe end this before we get to the kids. So if we wait right here, we should run into Jason. Come on. There you go. Jeez, Paul almost died. Those two torches that landed on the ground cost me a couple extra hits. That was so close. Would have had to redo the entire thing, and that would have sucked. Thanks for the GG's, Kyoto, Vegas, Chris. The movies are, well, most of the movies are good. I think, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. I really like Jason X too. The only ones I think are not great is Jason Takes Manhattan and Jason Goes to Hell. Thanks for the GG, Snake. Next, we are going to set up the wheel. I should have everything ready to go for that. Where's the wheel? OBS updated, so things are a little bit bigger than I'm used to here. Why is that bright? Where's my window? There we go. So we have the wheel of challenges right here. And this, we are going to spin it, and it is going to tell us what we're doing next. Why isn't it? Oh, there it goes. It's gonna say, why isn't it spinning? Immortal. Okay then. Well, looks like we might only be getting one challenge in for the rest of the night, if it's gonna be dropping this one on us. So how the Immortal Challenge works is there's a glitch you can do where if Jason is dying, you can underflow his health by leaving the screen and then coming back, and it'll revive him with 256 extra bars of health. And we do that once a day, so instead of having a total of 96, I believe he gets 864 bars total. Chrissy is the best counselor. Chrissy and Mark are the top two, but Chrissy is better than Mark. So those are at least some people might say Mark is better than Chrissy, but really he can roll fast, which isn't really all that great because you just fly into zombies on the lake, whereas Chrissy has a better throwing arm. Not sure on the name for that one. Yeah, the punk scene and then him and Julius on the roof was just good. That was just good stuff. I wonder if I should try to do this more of the... Maybe I'll... It actually would make more sense to try to kill everybody and do this the same way I did the speed run for Immortal. Just because I have to get up extra early tomorrow. My wife's got to travel for work, and I have to be up really early to make sure I can get everything ready for the kids, and she won't be home until like bedtime. So I've got to make sure I get like my shower and everything before the girls have to go to their classes, and it's going to be a whole ordeal. That's what a lot of people think, but most people don't realize that there's a difference in throwing arms. Like Mark's throwing arm is just basically he throws he throws slower, and he doesn't have the distance that Chrissy does. So like if Jason's running away, you're not going to be able to hit him in the back with the torch as he runs very reliably. But with Chrissy, that's simple. You can do that without much of a problem. Yeah, I think we're going to try to do it the speedrun style here. So what I want to do first is I want to collect as many of the knives as I possibly can. So we're gonna use Mark and Chrissy for this. Everyone else will be dead. So we're gonna get a torch with Mark right away. Then I have to go around and I don't remember I had a route through the... Oh, I started over here, that's why. Is that Chrissy? No, Chrissy's up there. I had a whole route that took me through the forest and got me everything in the forest. And I can't remember it right now. Because it's been, I memorized that for the Immortal speedrun, and that was it. And that was so long ago that now I don't remember it. Yeah, I'm not worried about the other counselors surviving, so I'm not sure, I don't even know who he's attacking, but we're just gonna let that go. I'm not worried about him killing someone there. Work was dull. What I'd like to do is just not work and play 7 Days to Die all day. But unfortunately, it was actually... Today was completely nuts. Our refrigerator it didn't close last night, so we had to throw everything in the fridge out because the door didn't seal. And then this morning I was upstairs talking to my youngest daughter, and she opened her bedroom window, and there was an absolutely destroyed rabbit sitting right outside of her bedroom window. And it was in multiple pieces, and when I like quick closed the blinds so she wouldn't see that anymore, and I was outside with the shovel trying to get the rabbit in the bag and everything to throw away, and my neighbor came over and said there were two giant, like he wasn't sure if they were hawks or eagles, but he said there were two giant birds a little after 4 this morning when he was going out to his truck that were fighting over what was left of this rabbit, and it was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. Like, I can watch 80s horror movies, no problem. Doesn't bother me in the slightest, but when I've got, like, a rabbit in pieces with things that should be on the inside, on the outside, I don't want to see that. That's disgusting. I should get more knives before we do anything else. don't want to end up getting stuck with having a knife to jump into. Alright, so that's not Mark that's being attacked. I'm just gonna wing it here in the forest. Wait, I should get the... Wait, no, I don't want to get the... Well, I can get the note here and get myself ready to get the torch, so I just have to come back to this cabin. God, if that, like... the thing that sucks, too, about the rabbit is... There was a rabbit that hung out in our yard all the time, and... He's a really cute little guy, like, I thought he was actually dead the first time I saw him. I'm assuming this is the same rabbit, but he was just chilling in the grass. And I mean, doesn't really mean much, but I haven't seen this rabbit since then. But I'm hoping that wasn't the rabbit. Well, I mean, it sucks no matter what, but... I'm hoping that wasn't the rabbit. I don't remember the route I was supposed to take through here. Oh. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna go and keep collecting knives. Hopefully tomorrow's not as busy as today was. Oh, the kids. That's right. There we go. One less knife to deal with. Now Jason's gonna pop up and hit Chrissy here, but that's fine. A little bit late on the... If that zombie would have popped up a little sooner, it would have blocked Jason, which would have been great. I should actually start being a little more careful here. Chrissy is not in great shape already. Three, 4. There we go. Battle 1 complete. Hey Kryptonian, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Right, so here if we scroll the screen a little bit to the left, 2 zombies will spawn at night and then we'll get a crow. The game wants to put the crow in front of you, so if you let it spawn on the screen, you can use the crow as a blockade to prevent zombies from popping up. That also blocks Jason if he's on the lake attacking the kids. Yep, this is the Immortal Challenge. We have to underflow Jason's health every day to give him an extra 256 bars. So instead of having 96 total, he's gonna end up having 864. This is actually the first challenge I ended up doing way back in the day. And this is the one the wheel chose. So right now I'm just gathering up vitamins and any extra knives I can find. Because you don't want to end up stumbling into a knife when you've got the torch. So I'm letting Jason kill everybody but Mark and Chrissy, so every fight can be a fight to the death. That way I can actually get to bed at a decent hour, because it's a very early morning tomorrow. There's my vitamin. We already got the knife in here. That's right, I still got a torch sitting there waiting for me. Can't go wrong with some Friday the 13th and a smoke. Yeah, Emma, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. We are doing the Immortal Challenge right now. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's like, it kind of reminds me of Uber Jason in a way. Just that there's nothing you can, well, I mean, not nothing. You'll fight him in a cabin and his health bar won't drop until he hits 32, which is really cool, but it's also kind of like, okay, what's happening here? All right, This is one spot where Mark's growing ability will come in handy. Because I try to do this without any kids dying, and kids will start dying at 30 seconds. So we'll kick him out of the cabin here, go get Chrissy her torch. I have no idea how many knives I've actually grabbed. But it's not like I'm going to be chasing him down either. And I've got a backup torch, so if I... well, it would really suck to end up downgrading to a knife while he's immortal. Because that would be 800... oh, jeez. That would be 800 hits. We could maybe do this. Okay, there. So we leave, come back, and now Jason is immortal. He's got 256 bars of health. I just have to keep Mark. Well, Mark's got a couple vitamins. He's fine. We know Jason is on the forest route. Oh no, he's on the cave route. I was completely mixed up about where I was. So who's he attacking? And it had to be Chrissy. Actually, Debbie is here. No, that's fine. We're gonna kick him out. Yep. Yeah, they're kind of color-coded. The green ones are ones I could probably do in my sleep. Yellow is medium. Red are the harder ones. And orange is something I will probably never be able to do. I got one God Run, and I'll probably never get another one, but that was still like the highlight of my Friday the 13th career. A God Run is a no-hit, no-kid death, perfect game, using only rocks. Like, no, you can't get any items. Just rocks and you versus Jason. And that was a 3-month project, but it was finally finished. Thought there'd be a knife over here. Wait, no, we gotta go to the right. So I'm gonna go collect my torch. Did I get both the vitamins in the bottom right? Yeah, it was very intense. But it's also, my favorite thing to do in this game is just get stones and hunt Jason down. So that, I love that. It was a lot of fun, but it was very difficult. The night I got it, I actually had a one-hitter, and then a couple runs later got the actual run in. Alright, who's he attacking? Over there? So that's Debbie. Paul moved over there. So we're gonna let him kill Debbie. Actually, I should kill some zombies here. Make sure I don't have a knife sitting around. Right, no knife here. Is there a knife over here? Did I get this one? Yeah, I mean, I am excited for it to run on that again, because I mean, I remember enough about how that stuff works. The big part is just knowing how to handle when Jason pops up on the screen. Once you get that initial start to the fight over, it's really not a problem. Wait, this is bad. I'm gonna end up having to do, I'm gonna end up having to do... Wait, no, this is stupid. Why'd I do it this way? Actually... this could be fine. Wait, no, it won't. I have to... I was gonna say, I can let him kill the kids and then go from there, but no, we don't want him to kill the kids. So Mark should have more than enough health for this. And I've got 2 vitamins. This is day 1. And if Mark dies, oh well. I still have Chrissy. We're gonna get the sweater with Chrissy on day 2, just for that little bit of added defense. But here, this is gonna be like 240 some hits to finish day 1. So like, see here, normally the torch does 1 bar per hit. But since we underflowed Jason's health, it doesn't. I actually have to be careful about where I encounter him, too. Because I have to make sure I'm encountering him in a place where I can make him immortal. Whoops. I can't believe I took a hit on day 1. Already getting ahead of myself here. I'm also trying to remember which route he was on. I think he was in the cave there, wasn't he? Yeah, so he'd be going to the forest now. So we just do this for a very long time. So much quicker if you can get this on a path. Glad I grabbed a couple vitamins with Mark, though. There are still a bunch more in the forest. There's 14 total vitamins. I think I have like 5 left. But I want to avoid the forest if possible, just because I don't want to jump into a knife. I think it'd probably be faster if I jumped into a knife to just reset. Because there you're doing you gotta do over 800 knife hits. And that's how many total bars of health he has with the torch. So unfortunately, we're just kind of stuck here doing this for a very long time. Oh, not a problem at all. I know enough about Jason's pattern here where I can, especially on day 1, where I can look away and not have much of an issue. That was just me dodging too early. I'm very used to Jason's faster movement on day 3, so sometimes I do that. I just get a little ahead of myself on day 1. So it's nobody's fault but my own. Like when I was doing the God Run, then I was, especially near the end, I was not paying attention to anything going on other than Jason. And like watching where zombie spawns happened and... But yeah, like if I get like, wow, I should have got hit there. That was a really, really early dodge. I must have been like a frame ahead on that. We got 2 hits left. We got 2 hits with Mark, and this is day 1. Should be no issue. And then day 2, I'll get the sweater, and Chrissy will have full health again. She'll take half damage rounded down. I just gotta be careful not to end up with a cabin fight, because if he attacks like Mark in a cabin or something, and I try to leave and he ends up blocking the cabin, then I have to let Mark die. Actually, yeah, you gotta be really careful about, if you get you have to get that fight on a path, because if it goes into a cabin, you can't make him immortal from a cabin. How did I do this in the speedrun? When I did the speedrun for this, I had everything laid out so easily. That was close. But like Vicky says in part 2, she goes, Toke? I remember Lauren Marie Taylor talking about how that was nothing like... She wasn't anything like Vicky, and she was the girl next door type, and she was playing someone that was much more forward. Vicky was well, Vicky and Jenny were my favorite. Well, and Tad in Friday too. And Muffin. You have to like Muffin. This is unfortunately still day 1. Hey Zeke, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. But I feel like we've got to start seeing his health bar drop soon. And then we'll know we're back down under 30 hits, because he had probably about 248 bars of health when this battle started. I like to believe Muffin did not. I mean, they definitely wanted to make you think that, but personally I choose to believe that no, Anna. Jason's not like Michael. And I don't even know if Jason could... It could have just been like a bear or anything, like Paul said. Among other things, this is bear country. Whoops, almost did it again. Yeah, on day 2, he'll alternate between slow and faster speeds in cabins. And then day 3, he's always going fast. Yeah, if you have any questions on how anything in particular works, definitely feel free to ask. I'm always happy to share what I've learned about the game over the years. And I found that once people figure out how it works, they end up really enjoying this game. But it's so overly complicated. But they do have cool glitches like this where you can revive Jason with an extra 256 bars. Okay, when is his health dropping? Sometimes I'll try to count how many hits I have. Clearly not doing that this time. Maybe I should have just done an old-fashioned one where I hunt him down. Instead of sitting here in the cabin doing this over and over again. Yeah, I think they never... I know originally they intended to have Paul die. There was going to be a whole thing where Pamela's head winked at the camera, but they said it looked really stupid. And then the original script of part 3 had Ginny at college, and she finds Paul's head in like the washer or dryer on a Friday night or something. There we go, he's finally starting to have that health bar drop. Oh, yep, that's Helena. She's our mascot. Well, her and Lorelei. On Halloween season, she'll appear at a random spot on the screen every 30-ish seconds or so. Almost there. Alright, I'm pretty sure he'll be in the forest next. Got him. Oh, that's good to hear, Zeke. Yeah, I love to help people figure out new things about this game or just learn how it works. And the dodging is so useful. Okay, this is actually good. We got Chrissy right next to the cave. And then we're gonna have to get that and basically just run back to the kids. Because we need to make sure we stop him before he Well, like, before he reaches them. Missed. This will be a double. Alright, we got our sweater. I'm pretty sure he's in the forest right now. I really gotta move, because we can't, if you get stuck on a place where you can't leave the screen, then it's over. Actually, I might have to let him... I don't know where Chrissy's gonna start the next day. If Mark or Chrissy are too far away and Jason ends up hitting the kids, I guess I could just let the kid... I mean, I don't... It's not a requirement to have all the kids survive. I'm sitting there trying to make that happen in my head when you don't actually have to. You can let the kids die in the Immortal Challenge. It's just a matter of making Jason immortal each day. Hey, he should have been here by now. Is he actually in the cave loop? Nope, we're good. Five, 6. That's right, we don't even... It's, 32. Oh, you have a Sega... one of the games I need to play is Splatterhouse. The first time I saw that, I thought it was Jason. Like, I thought that was, one of those games that was like Friday the 13th, but it wasn't. We gotta make sure we throw our torches from the middle, so we can get, we can leave the screen and come back right away. Well, hey, Coconut, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, hope your stream went well.
Coconut in 5 dropped a bus of 2 people off at camp.
What were you up to tonight? Coconut was the MVP in our Friday the 13th community kill event this last Friday the 13th. How many kills did you get by yourself? Like 40? It was an incredible amount. Well, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. So we've got Jason Immortal again for day 2. So now we've got about 250 hits to go. And then we'll be on to day 3. Ooh, arcade ports. Was it like a beat 'em up or something like off-road? When I think of arcade, I tend to go to like The Simpsons or Ninja Turtles, like those kind of beat. Oh, like Reston? I wanted that Reston arcade cabinet so badly as a kid. Yeah, EverDrives are like one of the greatest inventions ever. I can play basically everything they've ever made on my top loader with my real dog bone controller right here. Should probably start trying to get 3-hit passes. You have to... Huh. That sounds interesting. So it's kind of like kind of makes me think of like the hunk scenarios in Resident Evil 2, where you've got to get through all the bad stuff and then get to the helicopter. Oh yeah, those shooters, like House of the Dead was one I played a lot. I'd love to have a game like that. I don't believe EverDrives are officially licensed, but they work they work great. Like, I have one for my NES and for my Super Nintendo, and I've actually got a Mega EverDrive for Genesis, too. Like, pretty much everyone you see on, like, playing retro games, at least anyone like that speedruns, will almost always have an EverDrive. Yeah, I don't think they'd really go after much, because they can't make any money selling those games anymore. Oh, yep, we're doing them. This is the wheel decided to give us an Immortal run. Which, I mean, the timing should work out pretty well. I can still get to bed at a pretty decent hour, because I gotta get up at 4 tomorrow morning. Since my wife's gotta travel and she'll be gone until, like, when the kids go to bed. So it'll work out really well. I think well, this isn't going to be as fast as my speedrun time for Immortal was, I think 39 minutes and 31 seconds. This is going to be significantly slower than that. And we did do a challenge run before, too. Oh, Lorelei used to like knock over my microphone. At one point I had a God run at the end of day 2 and she stepped on the reset button. But never really bit my fingers. I don't think he's hit me yet for this. I think the only hits I took were from Pamela. See, Jason, you got nothing. So how we do this is if you're facing away from Jason and you jump, you won't, that decreases the odds of him going like berserk on you. And then if you wait for him to get stuck in the throwing animation and then you start turning, he'll be frozen for a second and you can jump over his head without him backing up. If you turn too early, he'll back up and you'll basically jump right into him. So that's effectively what I'm watching for on these hitless path fights, is for Jason to get into that throwing animation so I can jump over his head, and then you just kind of walk back and forth and throw when you have an opening. And on day 2, you can get 3 shots in per pass. It gets a little bit sketchy, but if you practice this enough, it kind of gets to be where you're just reacting and you're not really thinking about anything. So yeah, if anyone wants to join me in doing hitless categories, we've had 3 of us have got perfect games on this, and there's 4 people that I'm aware of that have done hitless runs. Hey Ninja Guy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Yeah, that God run was hitless through day... It was right at the end of day 2 when she stepped on it. That's been Who Left the Notes has been something we've been kind of wondering for a long time now. And it's so weird with the way they're set up, like some notes don't appear till you've read a different note. I kind of like to think it was Jason, even though he probably couldn't read or write. Hey Had, welcome in. Hope your Tuesday's going well. Yeah, the retro Jason music that he had too was really cool. I would have liked to have it be the cabin theme, but that really probably wasn't as intense enough for the 2017 game. I should start playing that again. It is back in an unofficial capacity. Nice try, Jason. You almost got me to jump into your axe. Hey Retro, welcome in. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. That one was on me. I looked away at a bad time, but we're fine. I've I've got a bunch of vitamins, and we've got the sweater. I probably could actually just mash him down right now if I really wanted to. I feel like he's got to be close enough. Yeah, I definitely should. I know I will be playing that again eventually, but I gotta wear myself out on 7 Days to Die 2.0 first. I'm just absolutely addicted to 7 Days to Die. Yep, there's that one, and then Resurrected is available now. And I haven't downloaded. I've went into the title screen and everything, but I haven't actually played a game. I've been watching Penguin Swarm play it a lot, though. And if you want to watch a really good Friday the 13th player for the 2017 game, Penguin Swarm is... Like, I used to think I was really good. I'm a good counselor. I'm not that good as Jason. But he is really good at both, and it's fun to watch. Oh, I didn't know they still had... I know you can, like, do single-player stuff, but for Resurrected on PC, you can, like, actually do multiplayer games and everything again. Alright, do I just want to mash? And then if I start getting low on health, we'll stop mashing. It's hard to say how many hits I've actually done here, because I'm not counting. Big 5-0 is a good milestone year, though. Oh, the Return to Camp Blood. Is that the... That's not the RPG. Is that the D-Make? Like the one of, like, an Atari game or something? Alright, we're gonna go for it. Got him. Okay, that was fine. And that wasn't great, but it worked. All right, day 3. Can I catch him here? Got him! Just gotta make sure we get the 30-second hit where I'm on the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I haven't played that one, but I've seen it quite a bit. 9, 10, 11, 12. Nope, still 12. 13, 14, 15. Gotta count here. Because that cabin is... Like, if I was a little bit further, well, then maybe I could have got into the lake. Alright, we got him. He's immortal on all 3 days. 255 hits to go. Ow. Okay, now he's really angry. Alright, let's just break him out of this bad pattern. Oh, Oh, he's in Super Rage. Oh man. I was really excited because I've only had him get into that really aggressive pattern once before. And I wanted to play with it more. But now he's not in the super aggressive pattern anymore, and I'm sad. Because I know how to break him out when he's really aggressive, but I need to actually let my brain catch up to the fact that that's what he's doing. Hey, Zelda, you want to come up? Sorry, sweetie, I can't reach over there and grab you right now. Jason's being very mean. Yeah, you can come up here, though. That's fine. I know you can get up on the shelf there. Yeah. Sorry, sweetie, you're gonna have to come up here. This is gonna be like the next 10 minutes of our lives. Maybe even more. Oh, is the microphone picking her up there? Yeah, like, I don't know, where do these rocks come from? Where are they finding all these torches and axes? Like, you're not crouching down and picking up a rock off of the path or anything like that. Oh, I would love to do like a 4-player Nightmare sometime, but I'm the only person I know of that actually play. Well, I didn't really even play Nightmare as a kid. I do want to go back and speedrun that eventually, though. Still got to get my sub-18 time in Nightmare on Elm Street. Hey, Alucard, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I know I've watched a couple 2-player speedruns of Nightmare. I think it was JSR and Cantaloupe, if I remember right. What are you doing, sweetie? Well, we'll be going to bed soon, Zelda, okay? Don't worry, I know, gotta go to bed early tonight, because it's gotta get up at 4 tomorrow. So we're gonna have an extra early bedtime. Guessing maybe 200 hits left? Actually, how long would it have been? I'm trying to remember how long day 3 was in the speedrun. So I don't think I can mash him down even with the sweater with that much health left. And I don't remember how many vitamins I have with Chrissy. I think it's like 6 or 7. Yep, yeah, Zelda's actually, she's 20 years old, and Lorelei was, 1 month and 2 days shy of 20. So Zelda actually, she turned, oh, it was Zelda's 20th birthday a week ago today. That's right, last week Tuesday wasn't a Friday stream, it was, Zelda's birthday celebration. 7 vitamins, okay. So, I probably could start mash and then use like 2 or 3 vitamins and have a nice buffer. But I don't know. It's probably safest if I don't. Though it would be well, actually it's not. If Chrissy dies, that's really not world ending here. I've got Mark with his own torch and full health. So if I end up screwing that up and Chrissy dies, I mean, it's unfortunate that it's Chrissy, but we've still got Mark as a backup plan. Hey Grizz, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Enjoy that knife badge. Yeah, the sweater is so good too. If you can get it half damage rounded down, instead of a Jason hug doing 7, it does 3. Instead of a projectile doing 5, it does 2. This is what I should have done with save states to practice this. I should have made save states with Immortal. instead of doing the 32 bars or doing rocks, because rocks is 160 hits a day. Assuming you don't have any extra hits, because he'll run off after 7. Wait, it's 9:02. Let's see, so at 9:03, maybe 9:04. Yeah, 9:04, I'll start mashing, and we'll use some vitamins, and then we'll unmash. We'll go back to trying to do hitless. Jason, yeah, Jason's actually... It's like the theory about Jason being an aspiring dentist, and he's just trying to spread cavity awareness in Crystal Lake. That's why he carries a toothbrush. And yeah, there's a lot of it is definitely... The only thing you'd have to be careful of is sometimes Jason will follow it like that. He'll follow you without backing off. Other times he backs off. You want him to back off, but if he doesn't, then you just jump towards him a little bit and turn around, and that'll get him to throw that axe. So it's basically this whole thing about hitless path fights is you're just constantly trying to manipulate him into doing what you want. Which is throwing an axe so you can jump over it and then hit him while he's stuck. Or get the chance to have enough space to hit him while he's stuck. Hey Sonic, welcome in. Hope your Tuesday's going well. Alright, 9:03. When it hits 9:04 and I see it, we're gonna mash a little while. I think I'll do 3 vitamins worth of mash. I mean, it's possible he could just be dead by then, too. You coming up, Zelda? Just don't do what your sister used to do and step on the reset button. I don't have the top loader. I put the top loader on top of the desk now instead of below. All right, 9:04. Here we go. That was 41 hits. Okay, so that was about 60 right there. Whoops. So 60 mash hits there. That's about well, no, we'll say about, just to make it easier, 1/4 of his total health. Should have plenty of vitamins left for this. Come on up, Zelda. Not sure if Zelda's on. Nope, doesn't look like she's on. She's a little low for on camera right now. But Zelda also doesn't like to be on camera. Oh, yep, you can actually use exclamation mark avatar, I believe it is, and then like Mark, Paul, Chrissy, Debbie, and you can switch who your avatar is if you want to. I've got all the Friday the 13th counselors, and then there's like some Final Fantasy IV characters, but they've got really weird names in stream avatars. It'd be like a exclamation mark avatar space Laura to switch to her. Okay, he had a lot more health left than I thought. Even with that mash fest, he's still going. I mean, I could just keep mashing down and see if I can kill him before Chrissy dies, and if she does, we'll just finish the day at the kids with Mark. Actually, Mark is moving around the whole time. The counselors will switch cabins every 90 seconds during the day and dusk, and every 150 seconds at night. But that's only while you're moving around like the overworld or the caves or something. That timer stops in the cabins. So I have no idea where Mark even is right now. He could have made his way all the way over to the cave. And then we definitely wouldn't be having all the kids survive. Oh, not a problem at all? Come on, Jason. I have to be up in less than 7 hours. And I'd like to pick up Zelda for the camera before she decides to get down. Probably get 5 or 6 quick hits in if I did a little mash here. Someone's walking around upstairs. Come on. Almost there, I think. At least this isn't inside a cabin. These are miserable inside cabins, as evidenced by the disaster that was that day 1 ending fight. You win for now. Or in the Wilford Brimley ROM hack, eat flakes for now. Keep waiting for it to happen. There we go. The Immortal Challenge is done, so we got a new challenge in, and the wheel gave us Immortal. Jeez, that hurts. And here she is. Zelda, look at the camera. Look at the camera. No, you do not want that. Thanks for the GG's, Coconut, Kyoto, Hab, Chris. Oh, that was... I missed the Immortal. I probably should have done it a little smarter and not tried to do the speedrun style, but most nights I wouldn't have tried to do the speedrun, but since I've got to get up so much earlier, I figured it couldn't hurt. Thanks for the GG's Retro Reviews, Dimension X, Gordon, Kryptonian, Grizz, Ninja Guy. Well, that was a very productive night. Thanks for the GG's, Sonic, Alucard. We got one new challenge in, got a wheel spin that gave us... The last 3 wheel spins it's given me have all been reds. Let's see, it was stone only, no jumping last time. And then here it drops an Immortal. Is it gonna ever give me, like, no moving left, all items? No map would be... I love no map. That one is a blast. Actually, one of the first perfect games, I think it was maybe my second perfect game I ever got, was just happened to be when no map showed up on the wheel. So that was just kind of really cool to have those two combined together. But I suppose I should get myself to bed because I've got 6 hours and 50 minutes before I have to wake up. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, everyone. I hope everyone has a great night. Stay safe, get a good night's sleep. Hoping to maybe be back Friday or Saturday. My oldest daughter, since they didn't have any dance practices this week, well, this past week because of the 4th, they've got them on the weekend. They've got them this weekend now. So I'm gonna have to deal with that. That's, I think, Sunday night, but Friday and Saturday could potentially be available if we don't end up like taking the kids swimming or something like that. So it's possible that I can be back for something, probably like a randomizer, A Link to the Past, or Super Metroid, or maybe I'll finally play 7 Days to Die again on stream. But we'll figure that out if the kids are in bed early enough and everything works out that way. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and we will hopefully see you next time. And also, thank you so much for the raid, Coconut.